Hello and welcome to Clarence Park for, well, the meeting of St Albans City and Brentford B on this very chilly but nice Sunday here in Hertfordshire. I hope you're all well and thank you for joining us on SACFC TV for this live and free stream. Alright, before the two sides get us underway for this game, I'll run us through the teams and I'll start with our visitors, Brentford B. In goals, number 1, Nathan Shepherd. 2, Finn Stevens. Number 3, Mads Roslev. Number 5, Orbrel Kutsamika. Number 6, Christian Norgard. Number 7, Jan Zimberek. Number 8, Emiliano Macondes. Number 11, Marcus Force. Number 12, Mads Bidstrup. Number 16, Charlie Good. And number 20, Gustav Mogensen. On the bench for the away side, it's number 13, goalkeeper Ben Winterbottom. Number 14, Lewis Gordon. Number 15, Valgeir Valgerson. And number 19, Lachlan Brook. And for the Saints, the home side this afternoon, even though it's not quite the afternoon yet, is at number 1, Michael Johnson. Number 3, Tom Bender. Number 4, Kyle Wiltshire. Number 5, James Coloxy. Number 6, Michael Clark. Number 7, Romeo Akinola. Number 8, Solomon Mwumuki. Number 9, Sean Jeffers. Number 16, Mitchell Rice. Number 18, Minash Sundir. And number 19, Joy McKenna. On the bench for the Saints is number 2, Devontae Stanley. Number 11, Zane Banton. Number 12, Dave Dijou. Number 14, David Noble. Number 15, Joseph Chichiziku. Number 17, Alex Lancashire. And number 20, Luke Warner-Ely. Well, I hope you're all well, whether you're watching from a Saints perspective or a Brentford perspective. There's a few Brentford first team squad members in their team, so it should be a good test for the Saints, who of course this is their first real competitive game in about 3 weeks following the suspension and subsequent null and voiding of the National League South. Alright, we're almost ready to go at Clarence Park. Hopefully be an enjoyable game for all of you watching from home. And Brentford B kick us off here at Clarence Park. And there's Solomon Mbuki, picks up the ball in midfield and looks to the left, and Romeo Akinola. It's all the way back to McKenna, and he switches it across to James Coloxy. And he searched along, but that's cut out by Stevens. That's sent long by Bender towards Mitchell Weiss. Weiss does well to get past one, but he's tackled in the end by Stevens. Puts the pressure on. That goes behind for a goal kick. Charlie Good is tackled by Weiss, but the defender retains the ball and just goes back to Shepherd. Visitors just looking to keep the ball. Try and find some openings early on. Stevens receives the ball back. He's tackled by Mwabuki. Now it's Zambarek on the ball. He looks for the run of force. He cuts inside. It's a chance. And that is a chance that goes begging for Emilio Marcondes. It was a good ball into the box, but he couldn't quite connect, and in the end Johnson was able to hold on to the ball. That's a good first real attempt and move from Brentford, but Marcondes just couldn't quite put the finishing touch to it. That's what the Saints will have to be aware of as Brentford step up through the gears. Of course, for both sides, this game is about getting minutes in the bank, get some playing time out on the pitch. Saints, as I mentioned, currently not playing, following the null and void of the Vanarama National League South. That's sent long towards the run. McKenna's under it, but Force comes away with it. Looks to chip into the Ox, and it's Marcondes. Brentford can't capitalise though. It was a foot sliding in with Johnson, but the St Albans City goalkeeper just about got enough onto it, and his defenders could hack it away in the end. That's hacked away by Coloxy. I don't think we'll be quite calling that an attempt on target, but Marcondes switches, turns well, but Clark does equally well to get his head to that and direct it back into the path of Johnson. Jeffers looks to spin past two on the ball, wins a free kick. This is Tom Bender stood over this, the St Albans City captain this afternoon, and he'll be curling this into the area. Gets a flick on by Weiss, but it's defended well. Can Brentford break? No, they can't is the answer. That ball over the top finds its way to Nwabuki. Can the Saints capitalise? It's McKenna back to Nwabuki. Chance for the Saints. He just checks and he goes back, and Brentford recover. That was an opening for the side in yellow and blue. They couldn't quite work it like they wanted to though. But Nwabuki wins it back. And as the sun breaks through the morning clouds here at Clarence Park, Michael Clark with a robust challenge, and it goes for the Saints just before the halfway line. Nwabuki turns, goes back to McKenna. He's got one for company, does well though, gets the ball away. It's cut out, and the visitors look to move forward. It's down the right towards number 7, Zambarek. Goes inside, Macondes, but it's just a bit too much on it, and that goes behind. It's been a reasonably bright start from both sides. Brentford have had the better of the openings, but hopefully it will continue to be an entertaining game for it's supposed to be a non-competitive clash between these two sides. Brentford on the ball again. It's Macondes. He's been involved heavily so far, the number 8. But his pass is cut out by Akinola. Just switched back across. Akinola looks to put a bit of pressure under Charlie Good, but Brentford try and play their way through the press. And it's played down the right again. The run of Finn Stevens. He's got some space, cuts in. Can Macondes make anything happen here? Let's go back to Stevens. The Saints with a reasonable defensive shape, but they've been caught there. It's Zambarek. He looks to cross in. McKenna with the defensive header away. That's sent long towards Moggensen. Here's Clark for company. It looks to turn. He does well, but it looks like Clark wins out in the end. But Macondes wins Brentford a throw. That's wasted though. Nwabuki now out to Weiss. He looks for Akinola, but it's a poor pass. He searches out to the left with that well hit ball, but it's almost too well hit, bounces off the man, and Clark can deal with it. That looks like a late challenge on Coloxy. He's caught, but he's okay. Kutsamuka with an important touch there to take that away from Sean Jeffers. And Coloxy just pushing up from central defence to win that ball in midfield. Both sides looking to press very well here so far. That's a good touch from Norgard, but he can't come away with it in the end. Norgard, who is captaining this Brentford B side this afternoon. Iwabuki spins in midfield well. And the referee awards the Saints another free kick. And Coloxy looks out to the left, and Akinola now on the ball. It's a good touch, but he's well marked by Stevens. Tom Bender sends his throw down the line. Aims for Weiss. He wins it well. Wiltshire comes under a bit of pressure, but he's able to get the ball away. Coloxy searches for Sunday down the right. It's good defending though. Now Norgard looks at the pass. Macondes comes under a bit of pressure, but he's able to get his header away, and now it's Norgard again. It's in towards Marcondes, but Mitchell Weiss tracking back all the way and winning that ball back. Brentford win the ball back. Now it's Zambarek. He searches the pass. Bender wins it, but Brentford win it back immediately. There's a few interesting challenges already coming in. The Saints can't clear their lines at the minute. That's Norgard. It's a good pass inside. It's a good challenge equally though from Coloxy. And now Iwabuki. Now Bender. Can the Saints finally get out? It's a searching pass and Weiss can't control it. Saints looking to apply a little bit of pressure, but Brentford dealing with it equally well. Marcondes, the number 8, he's been central to a lot of Brentford's best moments so far. And now he looks for Norgard, who's got plenty of time to turn and pick out a pass. Over 15 minutes gone now here at Clarence Park, and it's 0-0 between St Albans City and Brentford B. It's been a fairly entertaining start to the game, actually, I think. Brentford with the better of the openings, but both sides pressing well, got some good energy. And hopefully it should be an enjoyable rest of the game as Brentford go all the way back to Shepherd. Good there, it's just forced back by the Saints. It's good pressure by Jeffers, and Shepherd doesn't get the ball out of his feet quick enough. And it's a turn of St Albans to put a little bit of pressure on. That searching ball is dealt with just about by Clark. And it's back to the St Albans number 6. He goes inside to Wiltshire. Back to Clark again. He'll look to cross. He goes low towards Jeff as he takes a touch. Turns. Gets his shot away. And it is just across the face of goal. It was a lovely little move from the Saints. It was a great turn from Jeffers, and he's unlucky there not to find the target. That's easily the host's best moment of the game so far. Pressure again from the Saints. Weiss wins it now. He looks inside, but it's a poor pass. He had time and space, and he can't find Akinola. And it allows Brentford just get their shape back and look to go again. That's Norgard. He switches it through the middle. Johnson's there, and he almost is caught out by that. The ball just bounced. Almost handled it outside his area, but the assistant on this near side says he was on the line. And the Saints get away with that one, I think it's fair to say. That's good on the ball again. Free ball to Norgard. Now round the corner to Force, but McKenna is there. Throwing is flicked away by Weiss. Jeffers looks to put pressure on, but the two central defenders do well. And it's back all the way to goalkeeper Nathan Shepherd in a fetching green number this afternoon. Clark comes out to win that ball again. Smuka under there. He does well. Looks for Marcondes. Now Brentford look to play it forward. And Wabuki with the man goes down, but Brentford retain the ball. Now it's Norgard. He goes for the switch towards Stephen. He's pressed up. Lovely couple of touches. Now Zamburek. He crosses in. It's not dealt with by the Saints. They look for offside. The assistant isn't interested. And Brentford can't quite capitalise there. But when the visitors step up through the gears, you can see how dangerous they do look. It's a lovely turn. Can he look for the pass? He does. Brentford just go all the way back as they look to carve out some space on this right. Stevens now, he goes inside and Norgard. Now it's Marcondes. Now space for Zamburek. Goes inside, round the corner. McKenna wins it, but it's back to Marcondes. He's challenged. Retains the ball. Brentford enjoying a really good spell here. Can they make something happen? They can't. Saints win it back. It's the press again. Mitchell Weiss is running down the left. Wiltshire's got 4 around him. But Brentford somehow don't come away with the ball. Now it's Jeffers on the ball. He looks out to the right and Sunday. He's got a challenge and it's a good challenge from Roslev. Still trying to work out how Brentford didn't win the ball back there, so they had 4 men around Wiltshire. The Saints will be happy that they managed to break out and get into the Brentford half for the first time in a couple of minutes. Mwabuki's challenged. Just as a little breeze picks up here at Clarence Park, blowing from right to left, as you watch from up here in the country on SACFC TV. Thank you again for joining us for this YouTube live stream. As Marcondes turns, he's got space ahead of him. He's got one down the right. He's looking for the run. It isn't there though. He just goes back to good. Good pressure by McKenna. He steps out. Now it's good on the ball. Can he move forward? He does. Looks for Norgard. Weiss there. Wins the ball though. And it's a loose pass. And Brentford get back to recover. It's a good ball out to the right, and Finn Stevens, he's got space to run into. Goes low with a cross. It's hacked away by McKenna. It's not totally dealt with. Now it's Zamburek. Back to Stevens. Will he cross? No, he looks for the pass instead. It was great defending by McKenna to hack that away in his own goal mouth. It's a brilliant interception. But Brentford come again. Turn their space. He's got a runner, but it's a great tackle by James Coloxy. Goes to ground and does so well to win the ball off Moggenson in his own area. Johnson with a chance to send this long. He looks for the run of Jeffers, but it's over everyone and through straight to the hands of Shepherd. Good searches through the middle, but it's cut out. Shouts of a start again from Stevens for the Bees. The Saints coming under, well, putting the pressure on even, but Macondes does well to recover. Now it's good on the ball again. He'll go forward again. But again, the press from the Saints in midfield forces the Bees all the way back. And Weiss cuts it out, but he can't find the pass to Jeffers. That's poor from the number 16. That's a searching ball. A lot of height on it, but it's straight onto Stevens' boot. And it's back out to Stevens again. He crosses low early. And it's dealt with just about by Coloxy. But Brentford come back again. Zamburik's looking for runners. He hasn't got them at the minute. Now it's out to the number 12, Bidstrup. He goes high with his cross. Clark just about gets enough on it to deflect it away. And the Saints look to break out. It's poor though. Brentford win it back. And that throw-in goes against the Saints, much to the annoyance. Good ball out to the right. Can Stevens get to it? He does. It's perfectly weighted. Crosses. It's back towards Macondes at the back post, but his header takes a deflection and it goes behind for a corner. Our first of the afternoon from either side as we approach the half-hour mark. Can Brentford make anything happen here? They've got a loose man. He's got plenty of space. It's the number 7. Can he get a cross away? No, he goes back to Macondes. He'll shoot. Goes low. And it's into the side netting. It was poor reaction from the Saints. They just let Jans and Burek just wander free to pick up the short corner. He went back to Emiliano Macondes. And his strike in the end wasn't on target. It looked like Johnson had it covered at his near post. That was half an open, you have to say, for the visiting Bees. And that free kick goes away with the Saints as Sunday is just caught. Don't think there's particularly any intent in that. Coloxy searches long. cut out by Kutsamuka. Sundar now with the header. And that's poor from Kutsamuka. It's into Jeffers. And it's a goal for St Albans City. It's a mistake by the Brentford number 5, Orbrel Kutsamuka. It allows Jeffers in, and he deftly lobs the ball over Shepherd to give the Saints the lead. It was a lovely finish from the Saints number 9, the top scorer so far this campaign. Calmly just chipped it over the on-rushing Shepherd. And the Saints have the lead. It's an unfortunate one for the Brentford man. He tried to get enough header or enough power on his header, but he couldn't quite. It allowed Jeffers in. But Ian Allison and his side won't mind that. They've got the lead, and it's Jeffers again. It's another mistake from Kutsamuka, but the Saints can't capitalise this time. He's not having the best of couple of minutes. Here's the Brentford number 5. But here come the visitors. It's a poor pass though. Clark cuts it out. Stevens on the ball now for Brentford. Good looks for the run. Johnson's there though. It's turning into a lovely day here in Hertfordshire. The sun broken through, and hopefully it's a nice day wherever you're watching us from, and I hope you're all safe and well. Hello as well to any Brentford fans joining us. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. McKenna comes under pressure. It's good press by Brentford, and that's Norgard. Looks inside, and the run of Marcunders. It's one more chance for Brentford, and it is a real chance that they cannot capitalise on. The shot is straight at Johnson. They just stepped up through the gears there. It looked like they were bound to score, but I think it was Mogenson's effort. It's straight at the St Albans City number 1, and it's a let off for the home side. And that goes the way of the Saints. It's a free kick. Coming up for just 10 minutes left of this opening 45. And it's Bender over this, the left footer. He'll curl this in. It's flicked on by Weiss, and his attempt is well over the target in the end. Wiltshire looks to cut out the ball, and he does win it back in the end. Looks to spin, but the Brentford men pick it up, and he's onside. Johnson comes out, and he does really well. Does the City goalkeeper with a sliding challenge. And it looked like force was in there, but Johnson comes to save the Saints. Now it's Zamburek again on the ball. Looks for Marcondes. He's got Sunday for company. Kutsmuka takes aim. It's blocked by Kaloxi. Now it's Sunday on the ball. He's looking for a runner. Akinola's there with him. Saints look for the passes. It's good movement, but the Brentford defender cuts it out. That's poor by Norgard. He can't get any direction on height on that, but he gets away with it. That's a good pass out to the left, and now Mogensen. That's Bidstrup. Looks for the switch. Akinola's under it though. Flicks the ball away. That's a good challenge by Bender. And Wabuki shakes off Zamburek, and now it's Jeffers down the left. He's got Akinola on the overlap, and he looks for him, but it's a good challenge by Stevens. Now Marcondes, so number 8, he's got space, looks for the runner. Weiss was tracking him all the way though, and he just flicked it past Roslev. That searches down towards Roslev. He's onside. Can the Bees make anything happen here? No, they can't. That's blocked by the Saints. And Sunday hacks that away. Weiss sends it forward again towards Jeffers. And now Mwabuki on the ball. And Saints just keep the ball. Look to go sensible. That's good pressure by Norgard though. Now it's Zamburek. He's got runners to his right. Looks for him. He's offside. He just played the pass a couple of seconds too late. And we've got 2 Saints players down now on the pitch. Sunday, looks like he might have got a knock, and Wiltshire as well. Looks like Wiltshire though was just having a Sunday receives a bit of treatment from the physio Paul McInnes. St Albans number 18 looks like he should be okay to carry on. Johnson over this. Send it into the Brentford half. It's a good ball over to Jeffers. He's just drifted out to the right. And that pass is cut out by Norgard. Now it's Bidstrom. Goes inside. Now Norgard again. Towards Marcondes. It's a great ball out to the right. And the runner Stevens. He crosses. Gets a lot of height on it. Cloxy's under it. And his defensive header is into the grateful arms of Michael Johnson, who looks to get the Saints going very early. He looks at Jeffers. Sean Jeffers wants a pass back. He says Muka touched it. But the officials aren't interested at all. Shouts of quicker from Norgard, the Brentford captain this afternoon. And Marcondes has a run down the left. Can he use it? He doesn't. He checks. The defensive shape from the Saints just restricting the Bees so far. That's over the top towards the runner Stevens. He's in again. Takes a touch. It's a smart touch. Gets inside. That's Norgard. And he sends it wide. Christian Norgard. He's on the penalty spot. He looks bound to score. And he sends it inches wide after some brilliant work by Finn Stevens down the right. I was expecting that to find the bottom corner. I suspect all you watching at home were as well. The Saints are let off. It was a great move from the visitors. But they couldn't quite find the level up as we approach half time here in Hertfordshire. It's a long goal kick. Looks to Jeff as it just bounces zone, allows Brentford to win the ball back as they search for a goal themselves just before the interval. That's Norgard on the ball now. Looks to his left. Wiltshire challenges. The Bees retain it. That's Mogerson running through midfield, looking for the runner, but Coloxy is there to hack that away. It's a quick throw back in, but Weiss flicks it in towards Wiltshire. He's challenged, and Weiss hacks it away as we enter additional time. Referee Jay Molyneux looks at his watch. It's good moving forward. Looks like we'll have a little bit of additional time. Good towards Marcondes. He gets his header away, but can't get any real direction on it. And Johnson claims it. Weiss is under that. He flicks his header on. Brentford win it back though. Norgard into Zamburik. Now Marcondes. That's Norgard out to the right. And Stevens. Could this be our last attack of the half? Marcondes looks central. It's out to Zamburik. And Coloxy hacks that away. And that will indeed be half-time here at Clarence Park. And it is the Saints who have the lead against Brentford B. It's been an enjoyable game. Brentford had a couple of early openings, but the Saints took the lead in the 32nd minute through Sean Jeffers, who was able to capitalise on a mistake at the back. And we'll speak to you after the interval. So go enjoy the break, get your snacks, get your drinks, and we'll speak to you after half time.
Here at St Albans City Football Club, we like to promote our sponsors.
Welcome to Private Fly. We're a St Albans-based company overlooking Clarence Park. If you live in St Albans and you want to fly by private jet, well, we're very lucky. We've got Luton on our doorstep. So 20 minutes after leaving home, you'd be arriving at the private jet terminal at Luton Airport. You'd be escorted swiftly to your aircraft and you'd be airborne 5 minutes later. You'd have a lovely lunch in Jersey or Paris. If you're flying for business, you could hit 1 or maybe 2 meetings in the day. You'd be back home in St Albans in the evening to be able to wander down to the park and get there in time for kick-off. You can't beat that.
Hi there, my name's Luke Warner-Reilly and I play for St Albans. I play left back and my squad number is number 20. I was born in southwest London by Twickenham when I was about 2 or 3, just playing football around the house, smashing my dad's window through there, and yeah, we weren't happy at the time, but that's pretty much what got me into football, and then just started watching loads and loads of games and picked up a few tips and tricks along the way. I was a massive David Beckham fan through the years, but then I just used to go to Fulham versus Man United, going around watching at Craven Cottage, and then I just started picking up, and I just went to every Fulham game which was possible, and now I'm a Fulham fan and I wouldn't change it for the world. So I started off at Aldershot and just was there till I was 16, and then got released unfortunately, and went just to my local side, Leverstock Green. I was 16 at the time and went straight into their first team and played pretty much every week to get men's football, and then I've just grown up, went to Potter's Bar, went to clubs like Royston, then I got my move to Chesham, and then I went to Dartford last year, which were doing really well, and then I went to Royston, got into the trophy quarter-finals, which is probably one of my best seasons, got a load of assists, a couple of goals along the way, a couple of free kicks, and now I'm at St Albans enjoying my time. So like I said before, it was David Beckham, I think, was probably my main one. I was always at my nan's watching I think my first competition memory was 2002 World Cup, and I was all over it and watching, unfortunately England obviously lose against Brazil, but it was a good game, and just watching him, how he played, that was probably one of my icons of football really. Modern players, you got the likes of Ronaldo, where he's just at the top of his game every week. Don't matter if he's had a bad game, he still scores 2 goals. But my position-wise, probably Marcelo for Real Madrid. I think he was just unbelievable going forward, probably one of the best ever. And maybe defensively, maybe like a player like Ashley Cole. So I try and mix my game in between both. I didn't really know a lot about St Albans and the players that came in here when I joined, but the boys here are top class. I like everyone. We get along so well. If we're 1-0 down, like we've done before, we've digged out results, and none of them. I don't think anyone gets on anyone's back in even training, anything. It's a real good vibe. My best moment in a St Albans shirt is the game against Hitchin, where we didn't really know a lot. I think it was our first game, and we just wanted to get off for a really good start. And I think it was just down in the corner there. Just picked the ball up, set over to Sean, who spun it to Mitch, and obviously I got the pen for, I think it was the second goal. But that was probably one of my best moments in a St Albans shirt. The team we've got this year is by far one of the best squads I've ever been in. You can see the results we've got already. We're flying in the league. I think our ambitions are minimum playoffs, and promotion would be great, but definitely playoffs would be the minimum for us. Hopefully you guys are watching the stream as much as possible, and if you can't get the stream on the radio, just stay patient with us. We're putting in the performances on the pitch. It is vital for us because we want everyone to see how well we're doing. I don't think I have any superstitions or pre-game rituals, but I think if we win a game or something happens and the same scenario comes up, I try and do the same thing. I know it sounds really silly, but if the the socks are not on left and right, I just have to change them. I know loads of players who have to wet their boots before the games, or they have to put a certain aftershave on. There's loads of weird things. So what would I be if I wasn't a footballer? I think I'd be, which I am kind of now because I'm quite a fit and healthy person, I think I'd be a personal trainer. I like to see people do well in life. I like to see people change as well. So I've had clients where they've become, where they were 16 stone, they came to me and they're very, very unhappy with themselves, and I've got them to a good shape where they want to be, and make them look in the mirror and be happy with themselves.
Brilliant. Luke, thank you so much for your time today. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate your honesty and your openness, and I hope the fans enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope so too, and hopefully we can achieve something good this season.
We thought we'd show you what's behind the board.
Today I'm with Adam Twidle, Private Fly's Chief Executive. Been a corporate sponsor for nearly 3 years, Adam. It's just be interested on my point to see how you got involved and why you got involved.
Oh, it's been great. We've really enjoyed the last few years. We're here in Hatfield Road, overlooking the park. You're our local football club, and it's just been brilliant to feel more part of the club.
And it's been great from our point of view. I know you've had a couple of boards and programme advertising, and you took that to the next level last year in terms of a match sponsorship. And all these things, they do benefit yourself in terms of the advertising that we put on your behalf.
I think it's a whole perspective of benefits. Yes, there's the advertising board, but it's the feeling for the team that they're involved with something local. The lunch that we had at the club for the match sponsorship was absolutely brilliant. And, you know, our customers are private jet customers. They can go to pretty much all of the major sporting events in the world if they want to. But we managed to get some of them to come to our local club, and they really loved getting down to a local football level.
And I know something that your guys got me involved with last year is your Wednesday Wisdom, which happens once a month. And last year I was kindly invited in to spend an hour with your guys, and I think we went to Boston and Chicago at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And just tell me a little bit about Wednesday Wisdom.
Well, Wednesday Wisdom is an opportunity to do some internal training, but we also have some slots for people from the outside world to come in. When you came in, you were able to link your connections with sport to business, and thanks for inspiring the younger members of the team, especially with all of your experience.
Jordan, at the moment we're streaming all of our games live. Are you managing to get in to see some of the games?
My name is Jordan Oates. I'm one of the European sales managers here at Private Fly.
The team and I really enjoy going to the football and watching St. Albans in action. In the meantime, we're watching the live stream, getting to see the boys play, and we're looking forward to going back soon.
I've been in the industry for 4.5 years now, all of that time spent with Private Fly.
There's a lot of rumours going around the office here that you're a budding footballer, and I'd be interested to know what position you play.
Well, I'm five-a-side, a bit like a sundial, a bit of a box midfielder, so I like to get on both sides of the pitch.
And in a five-a-side, I heard you scored a couple of goals last evening.
Last night was probably one of the better performances. A couple of goals, a brace, which was nice to see on a cold Tuesday evening.
And did you win the game?
We did, both games actually. I've been supporting the Mighty Saints for 4 years now.
I look around your offices here, and as you say, it's very near to the football club, and it's an amazing place to look around and see some of the screens and see some of the flights you've actually got in the air at the moment flying around, and just some of the clientele. And would it be wrong of me to ask you what sort of clientele you ship all over the world?
It would be. One of the things that we're absolutely insistent on is client confidentiality. Yeah. But of course, you know, this is how lots of sports personalities, celebrities, and high net worths, but also for occasional users who want to do something special for an anniversary. We also do a lot of medical trips for medical checkups and for treatments. So we do a wide range of things. St Albans has been a wonderful place to have a business. You know, such great connections into London, but with a sense of community. And so, you know, being part of the local football club has just been tremendous.
Finally, really, it's we thank you for your support that you've shown the football club. As well as being involved with the football club, you're heavily involved with some of the charities locally.
Well, Ian, we've got over 50 employees now at Private Fly. Many have got bags of energy and want to support local charities and good causes. There's loads of events going on. There's the pancake race, which Private Fly have enjoyed. participating in. We even won it one year. And for Home Start, Youth Talk, fantastic local charities supporting mental health of our young people around St Albans, and never has that been in need so much as today. The local de Havilland Museum on our doorstep, where the very first jet airliner was manufactured. So proud of having that museum. So yes, lots of activities going on, and you know what? Private Fly gets the benefit as well as those good causes.
Adam, thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure to be in your company today. Thank you for what you've done for the football club, and we look forward to a continued relationship over the next couple of years.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you.
On behalf of St Albans City Football Club, I'd like to say thank you to Private Fly. We thought we'd show you
Welcome back to Clarence Park for the second half of this meeting between St Albans City and Brentford. Looks like, well, Brentford were out very early, about 5 minutes early, so they've been waiting for the Saints to return. Well, the Saints looks like they've made a number of changes. We're on the other side of the ground, so haven't been told of the changes, but it looks like Luke Warner-Ely, David Dijou Devontae Stanley, Ricky Shakes and Alex Lancashire are all on, and Brentford looking to break through immediately. And therefore it looks like Joey McKenna, the midfielders of Karen Wiltshire and Solomon Mbuki is actually out there, but Karen Wiltshire and Monash Sundir have all come off, along with Michael Clark as well. So a number of changes for the Saints. Doesn't look like there was any changes for Brentford B at the break. This Brentford B team, of course, which does contain a couple of first team squad members, including Christian Norgard and Force. So it's proved to be a real test for the Saints so far, where they've been doing well. Looks like it was Alex Lancashire, the academy product for the Saints, who's come on for Mitchell Weiss on the left. While Shakes and DJ are now in midfield. Devontae Stanley's at right back and Luke Warner-Ely is at left back. Captain Tom Bender has shifted into the heart of the defence for the Saints. And I hope that all makes sense. Just about does to me. It's a lovely couple of touches from the Brentford man on that far side, and he's unlucky not to get past Warner-Ely. Johnson's goal kick sails all the way out of play. If you did miss the first half and you're only just joining us now, Sean Jeffers gave the Saints the lead in the 32nd minute as he capitalised on a mistake at the back to lob the ball over Shepherd and into the back of the net. Brentford have certainly had a couple of opportunities, the best fall in the way of the experienced Norgard, the former Fiorentina man, who poked inches wide when it looked like he was destined to score. He's on the ball now and it's a good through ball, but it's a great challenge from Stanley. As I was saying, it's a sunny day, but it's a bit chilly up in the gantry. So I'm sure you're all a bit more comfortable sat at home, enjoying this game. That's a good through ball, but Brentford can't capitalise. That's Marcondes on the ball, the number 8. Shifts it to his left, looks for the through ball. It's chipped back into the box. It's a good defensive header by Coloxy. It was a smart ball by Bidstrup. Now it's Jeffers on the ball. Can he cause more problems for Brentford? He's pulled back as he is indeed, and the free kick goes the way of the Saints. Bender looks for the run of Iwabuki, but it's easily dealt with by Good. Now it's the experienced Ricky Shakes who picks it up in midfield. Jeffers goes down, nothing doing. And Moggenson looks to burst past Stanley, but he can't quite. That's cut out by Norgard. But his pass is poor. Diju's there. And Diju there, winning the ball again. The number 12. Looks like Akinola may have just caught Bidstrup in the face accidentally. Number 12 looks like he'll be okay. Don't think there's particularly any intent from Akinola there. Cloxy sends that long. It's cut out. Now Mark Unders, he's got runners to his left. He uses Norgard. He goes out to Roslev. Chips it towards the edge of the box. Bender's there. Norgard looks for the searching ball. It's dealt with by the Saints. Johnson sends that long, but it's flicked out of play by Iwabuki, the Saints number 8. Good pressure from Jeffers, and that goes behind for a corner. Rudslov just looked to turn, but misdirected his pass. And this is an opportunity for the Saints to double their lead if they can. They rely on a good delivery by Luke Warner-Ely. Left footer. He whips it in, and it's into the side netting. It's a poor delivery in the end from Warner-Ely. Doesn't quite connect with it how he wanted. And Brentford have an opportunity to move forward. It's Good on the ball. Jeffers wins it back though for the Saints, but it's a poor ball forward, and Brentford will look to go again. Norgard does well at stretch to make that pass. Kutsmuka searches for Stevens, but Warner really cuts out. through to Stevens, but Warner Ely's there for company. And it goes behind it for a goal kick. Just over 10 minutes gone here in this second half here at Clarence Park. And the Saints hold the lead. There's not been much to speak about in this opening 11 minutes of this second half. Both sides just feeling their way back into the game. The Saints having made a number of changes at the interval. That's Mark Honda's in the ball. He's got 2 for company, but he looks out to the left. Number 3. Back to Mark Honda's. He goes long with his ball. Stanley's under it. Brentford enjoying plenty of the ball, but not quite working their way through the Saints team with it just yet. The switch is on from Good, and it is. He looks for it. It's over Stanley. The number 2 for the Saints recovers really well to hat the ball away. There's a free man in the middle. Goes back out to the left. Now it's Norgard. It's Ruslev again. Switch out to the right from Bidstrup. Now Marcondes. Good pressure from Imwabuki though. Wins the ball back for the side in yellow and blue. But they can't control it. That's a through ball. Johnson's there though. The St Albans City number 1. Off his line nice and early. And he beats Marcus Force in that foot race. That's loose and it goes out. That's flicked on. Good comes under a bit of pressure by Mwabuki, but it's back to Shepherd and he clears his lines. Bender picks it up, now it shakes. He's got space to run into. He's closed down though, and Marcondes does well to win the ball back. That's a searching ball out to the right. Bender gets his head to it. And Coloxy hacks that away. And looks like the Saints will be making some changes here. It's Imwabuki heading off. And the goal scorer, Sean Jeffers, as well. Looks like it's Joseph Chichiziku coming on for Jeffers. The goal scorer, Jeffers, he gave the Saints the lead in the 32nd minute, and they still have that lead. And another change for the Saints. Looks like it could possibly be academy player Hugh Dawson. So it looks like it was Chichiziku and Dawson on for the Saints, as Ian Anderson uses his whole squad. I believe David Noble and Zane Banton are both unavailable this afternoon, so they will not be featuring. That's Warner Ely on the ball now. Bender just about gets away with that. Cloxy goes long with this kick. It's dealt with by the visitors. Dawson looks to cut it out in midfield. Warner really comes under pressure. Norgard wins the ball back, but Dijou sends it back towards the box. It's drops. Can the Saints capitalise? No, they can't. Good hacks it away. Does really well. There's Dijou, but his pass. Again, Norgard is there. Stanley with a really good tackle on the stretch. Now Chichiziku looks to cause trouble. He goes down. The linesman flags, and it's a penalty to the Saints. Chichiziku looks to cause problems, wins the ball back, goes down, and it's a penalty to the Saints. So the foul was caused by Kutsamuka. He's not had the best of afternoons. And give the Saints a 2-goal lead. Akela steps up, pauses, and he scores. It's a calm spot kick from the Saints number 7. Holds his fingers to his ears, and it is 2-0 Saints. It is a really calm penalty from Akinola. He made no mistake. It's a really calm penalty from Akinola. He made no mistake. And the Saints have a 2-goal lead against this strong Brentford B side. Chijizuki made an instant impact, came on, won the penalty. Kutsamuka looks long. That's nodded on towards Marcondes. He has a runner there. Number 12. Akinola goes to the challenge. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Again, we hope you're enjoying the coverage from home of this free YouTube stream between St Albans City and Brentford B. I'm Jacob Ellicott, and it's been a pleasure to bring you this game so far, and I'll help guide you through what is remaining. Just over 20 minutes as Brentford look long. Bender does well, but his pass is just about reaches the feet of Akinola. And now Stanley. He dances past Norgard. Now shakes. He looks to link up with Dawson. Diju goes along with it towards the run of Lancashire, the other academy graduate. It's a great ball inside to Warner Ely. He looks for the cross and he just took a deflection on it. But it was a good move from the Saints. It was a great one by Alex Lancashire. It was even a great ball by Dave Diju, the Saints number 12, who's becoming a bit of a legend at Clarence Park. He's only been here a couple of seasons, but he always performs brilliantly. Of course, also volunteered over 1,000 hours to the NHS during the first wave of the pandemic. And Stanley clears out into touch. It almost crashes into the gantry. I'm not sure if he was aiming at me because he'd heard my commentary so far. I wouldn't blame him. That's a good switch ball across, but Warner Ely's there for company. St Albans number 20, and he does enough. That's one back in midfield by the Saints. And Ricky Shakes goes down, and it'll be a free kick for the side in yellow and blue. Diju now back out to Warner Ely. He looks down the line and the runner Chijizuki, who checks, controls the ball, does well. And he goes back to the number 20. And that's Lancashire. He's got two for company. Gets the ball back out. And that's Dawson. Looks for the runner Lancashire. Chijizuki, in fact, cuts it out. A bit of pressure from Brentford and Norgard, and the visitors come away with it. It's a loose ball, and it is, yeah. Just wondered if Ruslev was able to get there, but he couldn't. Kutsamuka with the header. Dawson picks up in midfield. Shakes looks at the pass, but wasn't on, and that is dealt with by Shepherd. As the the breeze picks up again at Clarence Park. We may be in March, but it's a tad chilly. That's a great header by the Brentford man, Stevens, number 2. But he goes down. Looks like he may have just landed awkwardly. Hopefully he's okay. While Stevens receives some treatment on the far side. Hopefully he is okay. And he's back up. And it looks like he should be able to continue. About under 20 minutes left of this game. In Clarence Park, the Saints lead 2-0 against a strong Brentford B side. Reclame now on the ball. His pass is cut out. Norgard recovers it. The Saints look to combine and get forward again, but it's a good defensive header. And that will be a free kick to Brentford. Marcus Force just went down under pressure from Coloxy. Norgard on the ball again, trying to dictate play, the number 6. Good, just about recovers that. He has Chijiziku for company. Brentford look to play their way out, and they do well. That's Ruslev. Oh, good. Moving down the right. Looks for the run. It's too much on it. That will go behind for a goal kick. Johnson looks to clear his lines, but Norgard picks up in the City half. Bit of a head tennis there, and it's still going on. As eventually someone decides to put the ball on the ground, but it comes to nothing, and it will be another goal kick to the Saints. Shouts of keep your shape from Ian Allinson, the St Albans City manager, on the far touchline. his side look to see out the final 15 minutes against this Brentford side and secure an impressive victory. Lancashire does really well to get back there. Now it's Chichiziku on the run. It's a good touch. He's not got many for company. He's going to have to dance past the defender. He does. Gets a low shot away and he just drags it wide of the far post. But Chichiziku did really well to take that out the air, beat the man and get the shot away, and he's unlucky in the end. So searching ball forward, Stanley cuts out and Diju hacks it away forward. I suspect Chichizuku will be offside. That's right, Shepherd comes out, claims it, and Brentford will look to go again through Norgard. His pass is poor, it's cut out. This time he does find his target. Brentford though can't keep the ball at the minute. They're just struggling to get the passes going that they did during the first 45. And in the end it's a foul that goes against Norgard. Akinola went down under pressure. And I suspect Coloxy might look for Warner Ely on the far side, who's free. He does indeed. And Lancashire just controls the ball. And the Saints just retain possession. It's been a productive afternoon of action for the Saints. You have to say they haven't played since the middle of February when they drew 1-1 against local rivals Hemel Hempstead Town in the final game before the season was null and voided. The Saints look bright, they look sharp. Chichiziku almost gets his foot to that. He's unlucky. Charlie Good, to be fair to him, does well. Under pressure from two Saints in the end to just play it out. That's a great turn by Ruslev. Past Akinola, but his pass is dealt with by Coloxy as the sun comes out again. And Norgard, he finds Marcus Force. It's a good slide and challenge by Coloxy, and Diju goes down under pressure from Zembrek, and that will be a Saints free kick. Brentford B just haven't really created any openings in this second half. First 45 they had chances and they really should have been level. They even had a couple of chances to take the lead early on, but the Saints have kept them quiet in this second half so far. There's still time for the visitors to get something. And that's switched to Reslev. That's the number 20 on the ball, Gustav Mogensen. Back to Norgard. That's a great flick through to Mogensen. It's a chance for Brentford, and the pass across to Emiliano Marcondes. Marcondes is inches away from the number 8. It is a lovely bit of play, flicked on towards Mogensen. But the pass across the face of goal, it was selfless from Mogensen. But Marcondes cannot get his boot to it. And the Saints survive. It's a change for Brentford now. Norgard is heading off. And Valgeir Valgerson is on, along with Lacklandbrook. Trying to work out who else went off for Brentford. This is whipped in. It's all the way through. Drops in the box. And it's a goal for Brentford B. It was a wicked delivery. It went all the way through. And it looks like Marcus Force might have just got the final touch on that. He runs back to the centre circle with the ball. But it's 2-1. And as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, there is time for Brentford to get back into this game. Looks like the other Brentford player to go off was Marcondes, in fact. In all that we missed. Can the visitors get another goal and get a draw from this game? They might even want to go for the win if they can equalise soon enough. But it's now Saints on the ball. Lancashire. It's a loose ball. And good looks for the switch. Akinola cuts it out. Now Ruslev on the ball, spins really well. That's a through ball. Bender's under it. He's looking for the run of Brook. And Dijou hacks it away, and suddenly all the pressure is coming from Brentford. Hugh Dawson looks to the left, and Alex Lancashire, can he get there? No, it's cut out by the defender, Stevens. And Shepherd turns, goes back to Stevens. It's a loose touch, but Brentford retain the ball. It's a good free ball, but Warner Ely is there. And that takes a wicked deflection. Coloxy does really well. And Warner Ely hacks it away in the end. It's a good through ball. He's onside. Chance for Brentford, but Coloxy gets back and then emphatically hacks that out of play. It just looked like Brentford would have been in there, but they couldn't quite combine. Now for Ruslev again. Back to Zamburek. And now the number 3 on the ball. He'll look to cross. He does. There's no one at the back stick. Warner really can deal with that comfortably. And now Chijiziku does well to get a touch. The Saints just keep the ball, play it sensible. As we enter the final 5 minutes of this game between the Saints and Brentford B, there's a runner through the middle, but Hugh Dawson is there to hack that away. And it looks like there'll be a change for the visitors on the far side. And it's number 12, Mads Bidstrup, who comes off. It looks like it might be a familiar face for Saints fans watching. Appears to be number 14, Lewis Gordon, who comes on for Brentford. Of course, Gordon was with the Saints last season on loan from Watford before it was curtailed by the COVID outbreak. And he put in some really impressive performances for the Saints. Quickly become a fan favourite, and he'll be hoping to impress in the couple of minutes that are left here at Clarence Park. Yeah, it's Gordon on the ball now, number 14. Zambrek is just forced back by Dijou. The referee blows up for the foul, calls the play back. It's Gordon on the ball again, on the left. Zambrek looks for the switch. It's not got enough power on it though. Warner really can cut it out. Good pushes up and looks to win the ball back for Brentford. He does well. The number 16. He's an imposing figure. And he goes for the quick throw. It's a long one. Bender was there. He can only clear it though as far as good. And Brentford will come again. Will we find a brilliant finish to this game? Can the Bees level things up? They found themselves 2 goals behind thanks to goals from Sean Jeffers and Romeo Akinola. That's a good through ball down the left. Oh, and that's cut out well by Coloxy. There were runners through the middle, and Lancashire looks through the middle himself for Shakes, but Kitsamuka is there. Now it's Gordon on the ball. Back to Zamburek. That's cleared by Stanley, but only as far as Zamburek. He goes over the top, but the assistance flag was up on the far side, and Johnson claimed it anyway. Warner really sends a throw down the line. That throw goes away with Brentford. Good, switches it. A lot of distance on that. Gordon need a good touch. Stanley's there though. Oh, it's a good through ball, and he's offside though. The substitute, number 15, Valgeir Valgerson. Just looked like Brentford had a chance to level things up late on. With a pass through to him, he was offside, and the Saints survive. As we enter additional time. Can't be too much to play. There haven't been many stoppages, maybe a couple of minutes. And Johnson sends that into touch and into the main stand. Will the visitors have one last opportunity to level things up? The Saints players looking to crowd out, and they do in the end. And Akinola hacks that wave, he doesn't quite connect with it. The referee's looking at his watch, but he's letting them play on. That's poor, really. They needed something better than that. Coloxy hacks away, and the referee does blow his whistle and brings this game at Clarence Park to an end. Full time here in Hertfordshire. It is St Albans City 2, Brentford B 1. The Saints took the lead through Sean Jeffers just off the half-hour mark with a lovely chip over the keeper, and doubled their lead when Romeo Akinola converted from the spot after Joseph Chijiziku was brought down in the area. Brentford's Marcus Force scored a late goal to give the visitors some hope, but in the end it is the Saints who do come out on top in this very competitive game, and it's a great workout for both sides. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this game free and live on YouTube this afternoon via SACFC TV. We hope you've really enjoyed the coverage. I know I've really enjoyed providing the commentary for you all at home. I'm Jacob Ellicott. It's been an absolute pleasure to commentate for you this afternoon, and hopefully we'll speak to you again soon. But full time here at Clarence Park, it is St Albans City 2, Brentford B 1.